Hello. We finally get to stream some more NIKKE. I need to catch. I'm quickly catching up on story, but I'm still like a few chapters behind the current. So I figured, you know, if I'm gonna keep going on story, might as well stream it. It's getting cray-cray.
Look over there.
Over where? Underwear. Whoa. Those two are new.
Hmm? They look a lot like NIKKE.
They kind of do.
Ugh, I hate those guys.
That's endless.
Endless.
And eternity.
Oh boy.
They're NIKKE's NIKKE personally sent to the Outer Rim.
Personally.
Wait, NIKKE?
Yeah. NIKKE determined that the Outer Rim was responsible for the attack on the Ark. So she sent these two to keep tabs on us.
Can I greet them?
I wouldn't recommend it. They attack if you get too close. They've already killed 5 people.
Oh shh.
What?
God damn.
They just showed up one day.
No mercy.
The only info we got was that 2 NIKKEs would be permanently stationed in the Outer Rim. They came out of nowhere and just planted themselves right there. They don't even talk. Unless they're working, they just stand there like that all the time.
Work as in...
If you equip a weapon, or start to plot an attack of some sort, they suddenly show up and start busting heads.
You're saying a NIKKE's the one doing the attacking?
Yeah, and they don't
They
discriminate.
kick down the door.
They attack humans and NIKKEs alike.
We don't even know what weapons they use. The flash goes off and the target's literally reduced to dust. We're pretty sure it's some kind of ultra-high heat device, but honestly, we have no clue.
So that means we're in danger too, right? I mean, we're armed and all.
They only take action when someone actually shows hostility toward the Ark.
Whoa. Do they have psychic powers or something?
They eavesdrop on everyone in the Outer Rim.
Oh.
Isn't their hearing way too sharp?
I doubt it. They've most likely planted bugs all over the Outer Rim and are using them to listen in on conversations.
But
That would make the most sense.
sounds
I
kinda
can see a
weird,
bug in the
right?
back right there.
You're telling me those two listen to every single conversation going on here? Gee whiz, they won't even have time to sleep.
That's why I think those two aren't NIKKEs, but something else entirely. They're weapons of unknown origins, the way they move at insane speeds to wherever trouble breaks out. Their ability to single out only those hostile toward the Ark. In so many ways, their abilities go beyond humans and even NIKKEs. And nobody's ever seen them sleep or talk. But the most telling thing? They look almost exactly like NIKKE.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Says a lot about NIKKE,
Do
I
you know what
suppose.
happened to Heavenly Ascension after those things showed up?
No. Are they still hard at work at that terrorist grind?
Almost all of them are dead. Only a tiny handful of them remain.
You're kidding.
Those things did it. Without a leader, Heavenly Ascension literally got wiped out. Not that having one would have changed much anyway. It didn't even take them a week to finish the whole job. The only ones who survived were the small handful that EH managed to persuade to lay down their weapons and stop plotting any attacks against the Ark.
Lay down your weapons or we'll open fire.
You want to know the real kick in the teeth? That's literally all those things did. They take out anyone who intended to cause harm to the Ark. Nothing more, nothing less.
Some in the Outer Rim thought that. When those things came barging in, the central government was finally taking interest in the Outer Rim. From the outside, it looked just like a security crackdown. People started hoping maybe their living standards would improve, and they get to live like humans for once. But those things don't do a damn thing other than take down whomever they deem to be a threat to the Ark. No matter who dies in the Outer Rim, who kills whom, or whatever else goes on. If it's not deemed a threat to the Ark, they don't move an inch. It's very much like Enoch. For better or for worse, the Outer Rim can't lay a finger on the Ark anymore. So what I'm saying is, there's no need to worry just because Exotic's been given more authority. The Ark is safer from
I don't
the
know,
Outer
it feels
Rim
like there's a
now
lot
more
to
than
worry
it's ever
about.
been. Those two will eliminate anything that poses a threat to the Ark. Exotic's primary goal when it comes to overseeing the Outer Rim is making sure its inhabitants aren't all slaughtered by those two. While that may not sound all that terrible at first,
It means the Outer Rim is officially the Ark's dumping ground. And there's nothing we can do about it.
God damn. People live here.
we have to do something about that. Let's go. FELT's isn't far from here.
We're nearly there. It's right up ahead.
Wow. Even from a distance, it practically screams, "Come here to get your kicks."
Right? But it's more of a warning than just showing off. From here on, this is FELT's territory, so don't mess around.
This place is probably propped up thanks to the backing of shady organizations, right?
You bet. It's not as huge as Hedania or Simikai, but definitely no small-time joint either. All right, let's go in. It's been ages
Let's see what this
since
place
I've
is
been
about.
here.
I hate this place. It's so noisy and flashy.
Doesn't matter. A job's a job.
Fine. But if anyone messes with me like last time, I'm gonna take a bite out of them.
Yeah. Just try not to kill anyone.
Neon,
Yes?
if I don't talk to you now, I don't think I'll get another chance. Do you have a moment?
Oh,
Huh?
is it a secret?
A secret conversation?
You could say that.
Whoa! How did you know I was a spy?
What's this?
The delusions
Play
are
with
still
some
rampant.
juicy little secret?
This way. Just a moment.
What's that noise?
It's an electronic jammer, so no one can eavesdrop on us. They'll catch on eventually, but we're good for now.
Alright, we should make this quick. So, what's this exciting secret that's gonna make me feel like a super spy?
Do you know anything about the Third Surface Reclamation War?
Come again?
Huh?
I asked if you knew anything about the Third Surface Reclamation War.
This is the first I've ever heard of it.
Is that so? Alright, that's all I wanted to know.
Hey, wait! You can't drop a bombshell like that and peace out!
What do you mean a third
If you
war?
have no information, then we have nothing further to discuss.
I could pass the information along to Master. This sounds pretty darn important, so I want to hear it.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt if the rest of your squad heard this. If your commander happens to know anything else, can you promise you'll share it with me?
Of course.
We've received intel that the central government is gearing up for a Third Surface Reclamation War.
Oh,
I thought it was a load of nonsense at first, but
they're
recent
feeling more
movements have been
confident after we
anything but normal.
reclaim some surface.
Production at military factories has surged, tens of times higher than usual. They say it's only at facilities directly controlled by the central government, but still, It's definitely worrying.
Maybe they're replenishing their inventory?
I thought it might just be about securing more quantity at first, too. But the equipment they're producing isn't the usual stuff. The tech level is leaps and bounds ahead, several generations beyond anything they've made before. I don't know exactly what's going on.
Massive
Either
firepower
there's been
boost.
some breakthrough, or they've gotten their hands on tech from somewhere else.
Maybe they've discovered some new tech and are rushing it into production.
Things are running fine as is. There's no real reason to start pumping out better weapons or gear. Besides, the Ark has more firepower and tech now than it's ever had since it was founded. They've already reclaimed part of the surface, now called Reclamation Site 01. They've got plenty of powerful NIKKEs too. Optical camouflage is in their hands now. And then there's the commando unit. That's something else entirely. Plus, they have unknown materials like E2 crystals and dark matter.
Oh, that's true.
Now would be the perfect time to launch a reclamation war. And if that were the case,
If they can find a way to work that for their favor.
Something about it.
I haven't heard anything.
All right. Make sure your commander gets this. We need to know where things are headed so the Outer Rim can respond accordingly.
Okay, I'll let him know. And if I hear anything, I'll tell you. How do you know all of this, by the way?
I have informants here and there. Old connections.
Terrorists, you mean? I should report you right now.
No, not from Heavenly Ascension. Just old connections, that's all. Let's go.
I guess
We'll
it's
have
best to
other
leave it
chances
at
to
that.
talk later.
FELTs is this way. There's a whole bevy of red light districts in the Outer Rim, but most of them are exceedingly dangerous. They're buried so deep in the shadows that no word of whatever happens there ever reaches the outside world. But this place is relatively safe. Don't think that dilutes the fun, however. It's literally a place where you can find every kind of pleasure you can possibly imagine. If they don't have what you want, they'll make it just for you.
Well, that's
What they consider
pretty
the
damn
great New
convenient.
York is kiddie stuff here. So, unless you plan on never leaving, I suggest you don't get too involved while you're here.
I wasn't planning on it. I'm as wholesome as apple pie.
The reason a place like
Says
this
the one with
exists
the
out in the open is
skirt
that
stuck up,
it's managed
stuck up her
exclusively
pack.
by a major organization called Lion. And surprise, surprise, the head of Lion has tons of connections in the central government. If things went sideways here, it'd be bad for everyone. So they keep things under control any way they can. In that sense, you could consider this is the safest place in the entire Outer Rim. That is, if you've got the cash to back it up.
Everything's about money at the end.
Flashy. Like, it's literally glittering.
Passes by, laugh and cry.
Something feels... Ugh, this place is so noisy!
Hang in there, kiddo. We'll be inside soon.
What about our contact?
One sec. We just gotta go to AAF 104 runway.
We're not meeting up with them personally?
Just sticking close to us is enough to raise suspicion. It's way safer to watch us from afar and send info our way. Let's get going.
What was the target's name again? Mrs. Miss?
Mrs. Miss?
At least, that's what I heard. You think it sounds like a fake name, don't you?
I do.
Doesn't just sound like it
Age
is.
better?
Okay, fair enough. Practice room. Idle practice. Yay!
Let's take a rest. It's tough trying to get back into the swing of things.
Is it going well?
Noise!
More or less, yeah. Here,
What a pleasant surprise.
oh, soda! Thanks.
I brought some snacks too, so you can have them whenever you get a little hungry.
Thanks again.
Is there anything else that you need?
Nah, I'm good. Just letting me borrow your practice room is more than enough, really. I'm super grateful.
I was a little surprised when you asked to borrow my practice room out of the blue.
Sorry about that.
Don't be. I'm not using it right now anyway, so it's all yours.
By the way, this practice room is amazing. Not a single bit of clutter or distraction. It's set up to totally minimize outside distractions so you can focus just on practicing. Those mirrors on the wall double as screens, right? So you can review your performance right away?
Wow, you noticed that.
Of course. When you're always stuck in chaotic practice rooms, you naturally start noticing improvements like this.
She used to be an idol, you know.
Pop star, Anise.
I've been hearing that word so much lately that it barely has any meaning anymore. Anyway, what are you up to? Are you busy?
I'm working on my next album right now, so I'm relatively free. How's practice been going?
To be honest, not that great. I've been away from it for too long. My brain remembers everything, but my body isn't moving the way I want it to. I can feel my moves don't have any power. In other words, I'm rusty.
Still, that's a relief.
What do you mean?
That you're giving this everything you've got.
You got this,
I was
Anise.
gonna just skate
I
through it.
believe.
I mean, that was the plan. But then, Neon said I was sparkling when I practiced. So,
Okay, I get what you're trying to say. If you're feeling shy, you don't have to say it.
it's not that, it's... Never mind.
All right.
Yo, ladies.
Cute.
I thought you had a show today.
Came right over after wrapping it up.
You should have taken a break.
You kidding? A retired pop star from the Counters practicing for her farewell concert? I wouldn't miss this for the world. I'm just playing. I came to check if you need anything.
I'm good. You guys have already done enough by letting me use your practice room.
Hey, superstars get to ask for what they want.
I didn't even get an official debut, so who are you calling a superstar?
You. And the Counters, that's who. At least in the NIKKE scene, you're a total superstar and everyone knows you. So if there's anything you want, just say the word.
Anything?
Anything.
Yeah, anything. You deserve it.
So then... Could I maybe get a producer, lyricist, composer,
The whole
choreographer,
shebang.
and a costume team? Guess that was a bad joke, huh?
I'll get in touch with my team right away.
Stop right there. My team's got this.
Says who?
Uh-oh.
Says me! Your team is a bunch of washed up old geezers.
Even if I'm past my prime and taking a break, my ranking's still higher than yours.
Oh, you really want to go there?
Oh,
Why don't we
catfight.
compare who's had more #1 hits?
Enough. Bring your team's portfolio. I'll bring ours. Let's see what you've got.
All right, you're on. Then a niece can choose which is better herself.
Naturally.
Wow, is this for real? Man, I really worked my butt off.
What the? Who's trying to reach me when I'm busy?
Hey, I got one too.
Huh? Me too.
They all got text at the same time? Interesting. Click. Prima donna. Mis precious girls. This is un annonce urgente. Effective immediately. It is absolutely forbidden to lend your production teams to... What? Huh? Why? Because I called the shots. Can we at least know why? No. And this dude's throwing a fit again. Seriously, why are you doing this? Oh? Mona niece, why are you in this group chat? Looks like I must have made a little mistake known. Nice try, but everyone knows you're talking to me. I do not comprendre what you mean. Notice ends here. Comprise? Yes. Damn, seriously? So lending our teams out is off the table, but everything else is fine? Oui. Arya, you're here too? Anise, let me know when you're ready. I booked the Arcrian Hall for an entire year. It seats about 5,000. You can use it whenever you need. Huh? Really? Of course. Wow, thanks. Hey, you just stole our thunder. Exactly. That's it. Dismissed. How did he know?
Guess that's how it is now.
I'm sorry.
Damn it! Ugh!
Well, at least you've secured the stage, right? Feel free to use the practice room as much as you need. I'll keep it free for you.
Everyone else already did what I was gonna do. So, I'm not sure how else I can help you. Oh! Should I give you money?
It's okay. I appreciate the thought.
What's going on here anyway? Boss is acting like you committed a crime or something.
If you want to call it a crime, then crime it is.
Whatever. If you ever need help, just hit me up.
Yeah. We'll see if there's any other way we can help.
Sure thing. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, girls.
We're gonna head out. Good luck.
Keep pushing. You've got this.
Thanks.
Oh, by the way, people have been buzzing about you making a comeback. Between that thing on the news and you showing up on that show like you were waiting on someone, you definitely caught a lot of eyes. I'm no expert on the pop star scene, but looks like you were pretty famous, huh?
Yeah, you could say that. In more ways than one.
It's nice to know you've got fans eager for your return. You should see what people are saying.
Forget it. I'm not interested in that kind of stuff anymore.
Why not?
I don't do well with negative comments like that.
She really doesn't.
If you can't handle a little hate, then this ain't for you. Don't you know? Even haters are just fans of a different sort.
I took a quick peek and people are saying loads of positive things about you. Checking them out might give you some motivation if you need it.
Alright, I'll check it out when I have time.
All right. I'm really heading out this time.
See you later.
Man, this is starting to make me nervous.
You just
Leon
focus
hasn't
on what
answered
you
her
did out
phone?
there. I'll figure out the rest.
Okay. I've got to trust that Neon knows what she's doing. I'm sure it'll work out. Not that I have much choice. Gotta keep practicing. I've got to whip my body into shape somehow. Like this. Right there. My weight just won't lift high enough. No, Gotta put it out of my mind.
Another hour. 1 hour later.
This just isn't working.
Lisa looks at her phone lying on the floor again.
I took a quick peek, and people are saying loads of positive things about you. Checking them out might give you some motivation if you need it.
No, absolutely not. Okay, fine. Just for a second. Super quick.
She taps on the ones with the most comments and likes. Star's comeback is imminent. Anise was just on the news the other day and then suddenly did a live stream for like a whole day. She was clearly trying to reach out to Mint and Prika. It's all but confirmed. Stop pulling stuff out of nowhere. I wish it were true though. Who even are they? They used to be pretty well known in the underground scene. I really loved them. Mint was seriously the best. Prika was the GOAT. Have you seen those abs? You guys just don't get how charming Anise is. Oh my god, if this turns out to be real, I'll die happy. They were ahead of their time. If they debuted now, they'd be crushing it. And I don't know if I'd go that far. But yeah, they'd definitely be a hit. Are they a bit old for a comeback though? Anise got some nerve for real. She's the one who ruined the group in the first place. Lamau. Oh no. Oh, that's not a... Oh, that is so discerning. No way, Anise was my favorite. If that's true, you need to get your ears checked. Screw you, Anise was the best singer of them all. Her fingers move, scrolling the screen, tapping to the next post, scrolling again, and tapping once more. She begins reading each and every post, every single comment. One Punch Girl Anise, lol. Wow, if TT Star actually made a comeback, I'd seriously cry. I loved him so much. Is this the Anise revenge arc? No way I'm missing this, haha. Anise is killing it. Is she gonna reclaim the surface? Whose life is she gonna wreck this time? The frick? Star 101 for dummies. 50 reasons why Anise is an idiot. 50 reasons why Anise is a legend. God damn, these are comments after all. Gaze upon her and weep, people. This is what a real pop star looks like. YTD Star's comeback is bound to succeed. .jpg. What's with TT Star? They were good, I'll give them that. But that was in the underground scene. Who knows if they would have made it in the mainstream. Even if they could have, Anise blew it. I heard something nasty went down with her. But honestly, not my problem. Point is, the team fell apart because of her. Me and Prika hustle like crazy after that. Doing whatever they can just to stay in the spotlight. But Anise, she joined some commando unit and apparently she's doing great. If she's so set on walking a different path, then she should have just stuck to it. Don't come back now and mess with two people who are doing just fine without you. Or what, did the commando unit kick her out and now she's crawling back because she's got nowhere else to go? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. That's so like her. What the hell are these people talking about? Oh, I'm all for TT Star getting back together, just not with Anise. Mint and Prika are killing her on their own. She can stay dead on the surface for all I care. Jeez, idiot. Oh no. It was 50-50 that was gonna happen. Oh no, she ended up in the hospital.
What? Where am I?
Have you regained consciousness?
Avistar, why are you... Wait,
I'm such a fan of this squad.
This is the repair center.
how'd I end up here?
You don't remember?
I remember taking a break from practicing and looking at my phone.
Jesus.
Thanks. Sorry. I must have eaten something bad.
Get some rest.
But how'd I end up all the way at the repair center? I don't remember coming here.
One of the janitors found you collapsed in the bathroom at the practice room. It took 5 security guards to carry you here. They
Damn.
were so exhausted that they collapsed, but have just recently recovered and left.
I see.
I don't think your mental state is great now. I recommend that you get some rest.
No, it's okay. I need to practice. It feels like my body is starting to move the way I want it to. Huh? Where'd it go?
Where'd
Are
what
you
go?
looking for your phone?
Oh yeah. Do you know where it is?
I have it.
Oh, thanks. Give it here.
Don't.
No. I'm
Good.
afraid I can't do that.
Huh?
Anise, you can't look at your phone.
What the heck are you talking about? Cut the crap and give it here.
Why should I?
Because Neon might contact me and...
You want to look at the comments online? Nothing good will come from that, Anise. I'll confiscate your phone for now and take any calls from Neon on your behalf.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm trying to save you.
Do you know something that I don't?
I don't believe so, no.
Then give me my phone. You're stealing.
Miss Anise? You're Miss Anise, right?
Yes, that's right. Why?
You seem stable now.
How do you know me? Who are you?
Sorry?
Huh?
I asked who you are and how you know me. What do you want to say to me?
Oh, she's really
I'm
broken
sorry
right now.
about her. She must be a little confused because she just woke up. Has she been discharged?
Oh, yes.
Wait! If you have something you want to say it. I'm listening.
Pardon?
Just tell me what you're not happy with, and I'll work harder.
Anise! Snap out of it. She's a nurse. She's not one of your fans or haters.
Oh. I'm really sorry. I'm just a little out of it. That's all.
A little.
It's okay. I've met a lot of Nikkes because of my job. I know how tough life can be for you all. I'm always grateful for what you've done for us, so you don't have to worry about it.
Sorry.
You seem to be doing better now, so I think we can discharge you. Take care of yourself.
Yeah. Thanks.
She's having a mental breakdown from this.
I've already contacted President Mustang. He should be informed about what's happened.
Oh, yeah? Sorry, but can I borrow a hat? I just want to hide my face.
Anise.
Yeah?
Gosh, she can't even, like, not freak out. It just hand waves in the air. That aren't even for her.
I don't want to be here for even a second longer.
Okay, I'll call a car. Anise, Mustang reached out.
Oh, yeah? Let me see.
I'll read it to you. Anise, head to Pretty's room.
This is Mustang's fault. I blame Mustang.
Mashariani, are you okay?
I thought I would be, since so much time has passed. But I guess I was wrong. I shouldn't have looked. The moment I saw those comments, I went right back to the past. Boss, could I not do it? I just can't. I don't want to. I don't want to dance and sing for those people.
The expansive armament star, forged from Pretty's body, stands as a monument to our sin. Mashariani,
Wait, what sin?
are you still unable to pardonner the Ark?
Yeah, I just can't. Pretty was able to embrace everything and became a star. But I can't do that.
Those people do not represent the Ark. None. They are but a mere handful. Nothing more.
But no one helped me. No one helped us. Back then, we were nothing more than playthings to the Ark. Weren't we?
No, Nani, no. You were a star back then. And you still are.
No, you're wrong. I wanted to become a star. But no one ever shined their light on me. A star can't shine on its own.
Mashariani, you're still so deeply hurt.
Yes, very much so.
You remember what you promised me, That one day, if you decided to stop being a pop star and defender the Ark, just as Pretty did, I will give you the expansive armament star.
Yes, I remember. That's why I came to get it.
Yes. You remember, n'est-ce pas? So then, Mashariani, have you decided to protege the Ark? It would be très facile for me to give this weapon to you, Annie. Just a simple matter of handing it over, easy as can be. It's practically custom tailored to you, after all. The fact that you've decided to take it is already a grand step forward. Truly, given that your objective before was to live recklessly and mourir on the battlefield, you coming here to claim it for yourself is very touching. But, ma chérie, I'm terribly greedy. I want to see a star rise in the Ark once again.
There are no stars in this place. No matter where you look, all you see is darkness.
My condition for handing over the weapon remains unchanged. You must complete your concert, don't you?
I don't understand you. What does any of this have to do with me giving a farewell concert?
I demand you to become a star who protects the Ark.
Boss,
If you're the Annie I know, you can do it.
I don't want to protect the Ark.
Annie.
I hate the Ark. I don't want to risk my life for it, or fight for it. I don't think it's worth protecting. Yeah, I know it's humanity's last refuge. I get that it needs to be protected, and I know there's plenty who think it's worth saving. But me? I don't want to. This place is full of trash, and there's nothing here I care enough about to protect. I don't want to be a star!
So,
She feels what she
You came
feels.
to moi just to help the Goddess.
Yeah, that's all there is to it. I just don't want to keep dragging them down. I want to pull my own weight for once.
Oh, ma chérie, you still do not comprendre. That's not who you truly are.
What the heck is that supposed to mean?
Look at the sky, ma chérie, and you'll see what must be protected.
Talking to you makes me want to pull my hair out.
Pretty.
The outpost.
You've arrived, Denise.
Yeah.
Was everything all right on your way here?
With these, it's manageable. And my phone?
I still have it.
You gonna give it back now or what?
I can't do that.
Did Neon call?
Not yet.
What's Irie up to?
She's investigating Dorothy. There appears to be no information available on her, so progress is slow. But instead of being discouraged, it's only gotten Irie more fired up, and now she's dead set on uncovering whatever she can on Dorothy.
She came to help, but ended up getting fixated on something else.
Cut her some slack. There aren't many spark plugs like her in the Ark these days.
Well, I guess.
Anise, do you hate the Ark?
Yes. I despise it.
Is it because, after working so hard to become a star, you resented being treated like a plaything?
What the hell? You went and dug up my past? You think just because you're from the inspection unit, you can go snooping around my personal info like that?
Absolutely
Yikes.
not. This authority isn't something to be used for personal reasons.
Then how do you know all this?
From now on, I'll hold on to your phone for you. If you're ever curious about what's being posted online, you can ask me. I'll filter everything and only share the nice comments with you.
What?
I'm not sure if you're aware, but there are a lot of fans hoping for TT Star's return. Most of the posts are actually positive. But I suppose they wouldn't register with you, since you're so focused on the negative ones.
That's true.
If that's the case,
She just brushed
I'll be
aside
your
the
eyes
nice
instead.
ones.
You just focus on training and getting your edge back.
I don't need you meddling in my life. I can handle this on my own.
I'm saying this because I don't think you can handle it alone. And so far, it seems that's been true. I want you to successfully carry out your farewell concert. That's why I've come to help, and I intend to give it my all.
I appreciate you wanting to do your job, but don't I have a say in whether...
You think I'm only doing this out of professional obligation?
If not, then what?
Because I want to watch your farewell concert.
What's gotten into you? Why are you going to all this trouble? It's enough to make someone suspicious.
I had a friend once. She's always studying and lives an uneventful life without any excitement or stimulation.
What the hell are you talking about all of a sudden?
Please, listen.
Anise, let
One
hear her out.
My friend was taking her usual route home after studying when she saw a group of people singing and dancing in front of a barbecue restaurant. The stage was so small, it was barely more than a platform. and only about 20 people were watching. They didn't exactly look like successful performers. But my friend was captivated and stood there as if spellbound, watching them smile as they danced and sang. There was one person in particular she couldn't take her eyes off. Someone who was completely lost in the music, singing and dancing without a care for others' reactions. My friend couldn't take her eyes off her from the moment she saw her.
Are you talking about me?
My friend went straight home and began doing her research. She found out that the person was a pop star, and from that moment on, she became a fan. She said she was truly happy. Watching them grow and become more beautiful with each passing day only deepened her admiration. I should mention that she was quite skilled herself. She was great at putting together fan-made videos, and even made AI voice clips of some of the group members giving greetings and the like. They were very well received. She believed she had contributed greatly to the group's growth, and that made her happy.
I remember that.
The group wasn't exactly what you'd call popular in the beginning, but slowly and steadily, they built themselves up. That made my friend like them even more, as it felt like they were growing together. Then one day,
I like
her
Evistar.
favorite member got caught up in a terrible scandal. It was obviously a complete fabrication, but that didn't matter to people. What mattered was that they'd found a new toy to ridicule. My friend wanted to help. She was frustrated that the pop star wasn't speaking up or trying to explain. She believed that, as long as the truth came out, everyone would realize it had all been a misunderstanding, and everything would return to normal. So, she made a video to clear things up. Using voice synthesis, she fabricated statements the pop star had never said, and created a video in her voice. In the end,
A pop star who had never seen the video gave an explanation that contradicted what was said in it.
that's right. Her story changed, and suddenly, she was labeled a liar. The Ark's plaything was cast aside in an instant, becoming nothing more than trash. It was as if everyone silently agreed she could be beaten without mercy, and all manner of attacks rained down on her. In the end, the Ark's shining star, the one my friend had adored, fell from grace and never stood on stage again.
It was you. You're the one who...
Then, my friend left a note and ended her life.
Jeez.
She couldn't live with the guilt. My friend was from a well-off family, so she left a note requesting to be turned into a NIKKE. Perhaps it's because she had a clear goal in mind that she didn't end up becoming a mass-produced NIKKE. At the very core of her being, she still held fast to a single belief. If her favorite pop star ever decides to become a star again, she will give everything she has to make her shine brightly. Even after turning into a NIKKE, my friend continued to watch over that pop star. But she had given up. She went up to the surface, drifting aimlessly like a buoy lost at sea. As a NIKKE, my friend worked in a field unrelated to the surface. There was no way she could help. So, she waited for the time to shine again. Then, a chance came. After practically begging her superior, she was finally allowed to help the singer she had longed to support. Anise, I think you can guess who these two people in the story are. That why I'm helping.
Avistar, this friend of yours, does she still believe in the pop star?
Of course. This star hasn't lost its luster just yet.
Funny thing is, I just happen to be super close with that pop star. And she thinks stars can't exist in the Ark. Even if you burn yourself up trying to shine, there's a whole bunch of bastards out there who'll blot your light just for fun. She figures there's no point lighting the way for people like that.
There's no need for you to be a shining light for everyone. It's okay to cast your light only on those who care for you and who treat you kindly. You don't have to be a force
I'd
of
say
light
that's
for the
completely
entire
fair.
Ark. Even if you're a star that shines down only on me, that's enough. All I want is just to see you shine.
That won't be easy.
The pop star I was talking about always pushed through, no matter how hard things got. And so, my friend won't ever give up on her.
Well, please tell this friend of yours that it would be best for her to find someone else to look up to.
Anise.
Please. I want to be alone.
Yes. Please, get some rest. I'll come back tomorrow.
Oh, this is getting real heavy. Even for NIKKE. What are these long load times all of a sudden? Balanced. Maybe that'll do something. Hey! More tickets, please.
This way, Commander. There is no need to hesitate.
Yes, Rappy. And we're back on the whale.
Moving to the designated location.
Oh, there's two things up here.
Sure 'tis to that place I must go.
All right, moving in.
Time to take you down.
You are quite the troublemaker. What do you think? Can you now feel the dignity befitting a king? A new encounter draweth nigh.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful. All right. I will turn everything into bubbles.
You're going down, Rapture.
Why have Eden's spear been launched now? At present, no means to know there be. Alas, how vexing this is.
Eden Sphere has been fired for some reason.
So it is.
So that means Eden's spear was fired with a target in mind?
That which lies beyond the heavens. From the very start, it was made for that purpose. Verily.
I'll try asking Reptilian to have Whaley fly toward Eden. Actually, before we continue, I need to refill my water bottle. BRB.
Art thou not engaged in a matter of import?
Yes, but
Verily, I recommended that thou continue with thy mission, great hero. In Eden dwell many trustworthy souls upon whom we may rely. Thou hast journeyed far upon thy path. To falter now would render it all meaningless.
Nayuta is right, Commander. Tracking the 4 beasts is our top priority right now.
it's frustrating I can't get in touch with Eden.
Set aside thy vexation for now, and make haste to meet with Harmonizer. Is it not thy purpose to meet with the ones called Maleficent Beast Quartet?
That's a big name change. Let's go. Activate the lift. While walking through Whaley's interior that's connected to the lift, Rappy speaks up.
Nayuta,
Speak thy mind.
tell me if you know anything about the Commander. How do you know about Bob House and number 7? Wait, what is it that you know?
Even I know not of it all.
And tell me what you do know.
Great hero. A special gene doth course through thy body. 'Tis not ever active, but awakens only upon certain conditions. So it is.
Certain conditions? What the hell would that be? Tell me! Please!
Commencing operation.
I could save the world. Or what's left of it.
Behold the strength zone of my people's affection.
Target eliminated.
Take them down, girls.
Full speed ahead. Aegis cannon, fire! All gunport sockets, fire!
Get out of here with the stupid shield. You gonna get out of here.
What do you think? Can you now feel the dignity befitting a king?
Moving to the
You are quite the troublemaker. With this, we're one step closer to our
Next batch,
You
step
are
up.
quite the troublemaker. With this, we're one step closer. All right, moving in. I will turn everything into
Is that greenhouse? Is that where Nayuta lives?
Verily, thy body is imbued with latent abilities, fashioned for a singular purpose.
Huh?
Thou hast been granted 2 main powers, one of which doth course through thy blood. It beareth the name Vaphaus.
That's right.
Vaphaus ought to be an ability bestowed by birth, awakening without need of conditions. Yet the art to infuse Vaphaus into the blood was long since established. So it is. As for thy other ability,
It's the power to regenerate.
Super healing.
so it is. This ability doth awaken only in later days. Hast thou perchance perceived that it doth grow ever stronger as the sands of time do pass?
Yeah, he heals crazy quick now.
That surely implies... There exists a thing called the Queen Gene.
Oh, we're getting into the meats
It may
now.
be regarded as the qualification one must bear to become the Rapture Queen. At present, the Queen Gene findeth no resting place. It abideth not where it ought to dwell. And such a state hath endured for many a long year. Yet verily, the Raptures are in need of a queen. In some among the mighty Raptures and heretics, the Queen Gene doth awaken. It is as though the Raptures, bound in a colony, cannot endure the Queen's absence, and thus strive to bring forth a new sovereign. Great hero, thy regenerative power is bound in tandem with the Queen Gene. When one awakens, so too doth the other.
So you're saying the Queen Gene's been activated somewhere? I can take a guess.
Indeed, to view it thus is most reasonable.
But why does the commander have this ability? And why does it respond to the Queen Gene like it does?
That I know not. My best conjecture is that this power was bestowed upon him for a purpose yet to be fulfilled, alongside the Queen. Elsewise, why set such a burdensome condition for its awakening?
The Queen and I. Leota, am I human?
This humble one knows not whether thou art human or some being beyond. Is that of import?
Of course it is.
How so? Whether thou art a Rapture, a NIKKE, a human, a heretic, or aught else, thou art still thyself. That changeth not the deeds thou hast done, the purpose thou pursuest, nor the task thou must fulfill. Is it then of great import to thee how others see thee in this regard? To ponder existence is noble, but do not become so entangled in it that thou forget what must be done. For few things are so apt at squandering time as that, I say.
That's similar to what you once told me, Commander. Just as I am me, you are you.
Got it. At any rate, there's no point in me worrying about it now. Let's focus on the task at hand.
Understood. I believe in you.
So, the reason why Cutie's body is acting so strange is that somewhere, the Queen Gene has activated, which has also caused the gene that Cutie carries to activate.
Does that mean I have the King Gene?
The four beasts.
That's right. They're making, or at least trying to make, a queen. But what if it's all a lie? If the four beasts have already succeeded in creating a queen, and it's her genes which are activating these changes in Cutie, then that would make the most sense to me.
That adds up. You may be onto something.
And if the four beasts Queen and I were to meet, there's a chance something could happen?
Most likely, yes.
Leota, there's no way to predict what would happen, is there?
Indeed, I know not a way. Yet I hold the sense that this will not result in calamity. The power of thy regeneration, great hero, is known to all as a gift that wardeth off death. There is great intent to safeguard thy life and bring thee unto the Queen's presence. Therefore, indeed, this is a reckless notion. Nevertheless, it may be worthwhile to meet and see for oneself.
It gets better than something happening without knowing why. At least we'll know that something will happen, and we can prepare accordingly.
But verily, there is one thing which weighs upon my mind. Among the heretics, there is one known by the name Jean Reaper. This one doth eliminate those upon whom the Queen Jean is awakened.
Why?
As the might of the Queen Jean increaseth, it doth extend its sway, both o'er the rapture and even unto the heretics. The nature of that influence is absolute submission. All rapture and heretics shall fall under complete subjugation. However, one among the heretics found and slew the vessel of the activated Queen Jean before their power came into full being. Though the cause eludes me, the instances known to mine own self number in the dozens. Be it by ill fate or fortune's grace, the Queen hath not yet shown herself upon the surface.
Well, that's gonna change soon.
Persistence amounting to blind obsession, the heretics would scarce have overlooked the manifestation of the Queen Jean.
Dark matter. The four beasts said that the dark matter they shroud their bodies in prevents the heretics from detecting them. If the way heretics sense each other works the same as how they detect the Queen Jean, if the Queen created by the four beasts were likewise enveloped in dark matter, the heretic known as the Jean Reaper would not be able to find her.
Is colliginous material indeed capable of such a function? If so, then all the pieces do fall into place. The maleficent beast quartet's queen hath been wrought, and the Queen Jean hath awakened within her. In response, the great hero's regenerative power hath been stirred, and the Jean Reaper findeth not the queen of the maleficent beast quartet by reason of the colliginous material. Such is the
Such a
summation.
complicated way to say dark matter.
We stick to our original goal and find Leviathan and Ziz. Then we figure out the location of the Queen and either capture her or have Cutie make contact, right?
Sounds about right to me.
Then let's press on.
Time to show them what we're made of.
Target down.
Behold, the strength born of my people's affection and firing. Behold, the strength born of my people's affection and firing.
The story will be rewritten into a tale that's happy and beautiful.
Moving to the designated location.
I have to imagine it is Nayuta's place. Actually, it could be the little buddy's
Art
freaking
thou sure 'tis to that
house
place
too.
I must go?
Oi. Okay. Before I continue, I'll end it here because I would like to do some reading before I have to head out for work. Last volume of my Dress Up Darling dropped. I really want to read it before I have to go to work. Thank you to anybody who came by to watch it. Super appreciate it. I will be back either tomorrow or Thursday. I'll decide how I feel in the morning. Alright, later. Bye. Bye.